Someone vandalized a Tesla dealership in Encinitas overnight with swastikas spray painted across the building and several vehicles.
The damage estimated to be at several $1,000s. Linwood police are working with Tesla to get any video of possible suspects.
I didn't know what's really going on because I saw the guy messing up with my car. I'm going, and then I see this very anti-Semitic swastika on the car, and I didn't understand.
He fled the scene without his car and came back an hour late. What a retard.
Idiot.
Why would you come back?
There's a website that's allegedly purporting to post the personal information of Tesla owners, names, addresses with a Molotov cocktail cursor feature over where these people live.
Now Tesla is in lots of trouble as the stock price and the demand seems to be plummeting. But also Tesla owners are finding themselves victims of some nasty stuff by some crazy people. Let's check it out.
Someone vandalized a Tesla dealership in Encinitas overnight with swastikas spray painted across the building and several vehicles. It comes after nationwide protests against Tesla, which reached North County on Saturday. Our Jamie Chambers live for us in Encinitas tonight with the latest on that protest. Jamie.
Andrew, what whiplash when the Model Y was the #1 new car selling in California for 3 years running. Now there are protests, there's vandalism, and Tesla stock is plunging. The weekend protests at the Tesla dealership stretched down Encinitas Boulevard with demonstrators carrying signs for the end to DOGE, the Trump administration's Department of Government Efficiency, headed by Elon Musk. Musk has been slashing government jobs, and the backlash to Musk's prize company, Tesla, has been swift.
Lost half of its value since its peak.
Professor Alan Jin says no car company has seen such a dramatic swing in such a short time.
A lot of people don't like Elon Musk activities, and as a result, Tesla sales have fallen all over the world.
Crime against Teslas have also jumped, with the Encinitas dealership hit with a wave of graffiti of swastikas and curse words on their cars and buildings. The Sheriff's Department has launched an investigation into the graffiti and are urging people to contact Crime Stoppers with any tips on the vandals.
So things are getting really out of hand as multiple dealerships are getting vandalized. And it's not just spray paint and spray painting of hate signs and hate symbols, but it's also firebombing, throwing Molotov cocktails, and firing into cars with firearms. Check this out.
I really think it's just a message of ignorance and being uneducated.
This victim wanted to remain anonymous, but his Cybertruck is one of 6 that were vandalized with swastikas and anti-Elon Musk phrases while it was being serviced at the Linwood Tesla dealership.
If you're doing this to people that work 9 to 5, that make a living, you are doing this to people that have already purchased the vehicle from Elon. He already has our money. Why would you purposely do this to people that work hard, work every day to afford nice luxuries?
The damage estimated to be at several $1,000s. Linwood police are working with Tesla to get any video of possible suspects. This all comes as Seattle police and the ATF are still investigating what caused a fire that destroyed 4 Tesla Cybertrucks being stored at a secure lot in Soto Sunday night.
As things stand right now, any possible connection to what happened in Seattle this week?
It's too early to tell, really. There's a lot that still needs to be investigated before those conversations come into play, but it's not out of the question to be looked at.
The vandalism in Linwood also happened the same day as multiple local rallies at Tesla dealerships across the region, including the Linwood location, protesting Elon Musk's involvement in federal spending cuts. But local protest organizers have said these actions are not something they're involved with or support.
In some ways, I think it's not really helpful. I want people to see us as a peaceful movement. Where our goal is to crowd out hate with love and falsehood with facts. But I understand, I see that, and I see the anger that caused that.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. As Greg Foreman says, that's absolutely crazy. And some of those points that those people raise are absolutely valid. The left is supposed to be the party of tolerance, the party of love and care and understanding and empathy. But we're finding where a lot of these extreme leftists are actually destroying property of law-abiding citizens. People who actually have supported climate change in the past and bought their car and already paid for it. Elon has their money, but they're getting vandalized, they're getting harassed, they're getting victimized. And that is truly unfair. Now, something that we're seeing is not just the vandalization, but a lot of these hate signs are being spray painted onto these cars, swastikas and stuff like that. Now check this out. This is actually a Jewish Tesla owner who was left stunned after a New York dad scrawled a swastika into his car. Now this guy actually pulled up next to the car in his Subaru, double parked, got out of his car and proceeded to vandalize this person's Tesla.
What are you doing?
And now the Jewish car owner actually saw it happening, hopped out and confronted the guy. Eventually police were called and the dude was arrested. But the entire thing is crazy. Let's hear what this Jewish Cybertruck owner had to say.
Anti-Semitic swastika on the car, and I didn't understand. I approached him and asked him, what are you doing? And he told me very, very disgusting things. I didn't understand what's going on, and he tried to run away. I didn't know what's really going on because I saw the guy messing up with my car. I'm going, and then I see this very anti-Semitic swastika on the car, and I didn't understand. I approached him and asked him, what are you doing? And he told me very, very disgusting things. I didn't understand what's going on, and he tried to run away.
Now, people can have differing views when it comes to politics, but harassing law-abiding citizens, people who have nothing to do with what you're upset about, why are you vandalizing their private property? A lot of people work hard for their money, and when they spend their money to buy a car, which is a very expensive item, especially some of these electronic vehicles, which the left was going crazy over, they were absolutely worshipping Elon when it was all about the environment and climate change, and now they absolutely hate him, and now they're destroying all the electric vehicles, and the Teslas are hands down the most popular EVs out there. Heck, that's all you see in Colorado and California. Tons of Teslas. Now let's have a look at some of these individuals who are caught planting explosives at Tesla dealerships, throwing Molotov cocktails at cars, catching themselves on fire, and also keying cars with swastikas. Check it out. Now here we've got a woman who was caught trying to plant explosives at a Tesla dealership in Colorado. That person was arrested, and here we've got another woman who was also charged with a felony following an incident where she vandalized a Tesla dealership in Buffalo Grove. Here we got this chick, Adam Matthew Lansky, 41, who's been arraigned on federal felony charges. Now this person actually firebombed and shot up a Tesla dealership in Salem, and we actually have breaking news for these 3 suspects for 3 separate Tesla attacks, each facing 20 years in prison. Today, Attorney General Pam Bondi announced charges against 3 individuals responsible for the violent destruction of Tesla properties. One of the defendants was also armed with a suppressed AR-15 and was arrested after throwing approximately 8 Molotov cocktails at a dealership. Now those people got caught, and other people, they tried to hide their face and do things in a really sly way, but some of them are just totally idiotic. Check this guy out who actually keyed a Tesla and then walked into his apartment all on camera. So here we got this guy keying the Tesla, hardcore key, all of it caught on camera by the Tesla. Check this out. His apartment number, letter, everything, as he walks inside his house. How sad is that? Now right here, this is another left-winger who accidentally set himself on fire when throwing a Molotov cocktail at a Tesla charging station in South Carolina. Let's have a look at this.
I fell into a ring of fire. Down, and the flames went higher, and it burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire.
Now it's really funny when you see people trying to vandalize other people's property and catching themselves in a situation where they are the ones getting burned. But it doesn't stop there, because people in Montreal are spray painting Tesla dealerships, and this guy who's just straight up disgusting was digging his butt and wiping dookie onto someone else's Tesla. Check this out. Bro, how much dookie do you even have in that bum? Like, what's going on? Do you wipe? You need some toilet paper? Obviously, there are a lot of hate-filled people out there that are vandalizing, destroying, and hurting law-abiding citizens and their hard-earned property. Now, it doesn't stop there, because there are actually people who are taking it another level and creating a website which is actually doxing all the Tesla owners, putting all their private information, including address, home address, all that stuff on the internet for everyone to see, and actually using a Molotov cocktail as a cursor. But before we get into that, let's have a look at one more situation where someone was keying a swastika into a Cybertruck.
Oh God, there's another one. It's smart to get your fingerprints on it. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Yeah, there you go. The Oman Police Department in Utah just released a video of what's described as a skirt-wearing sweater lover vandalizing a Tesla. Why is it always white people? The man that keyed a Cybertruck. Oh, wait. Oh, there's another one.
Yep, they're handcuffing him. No. Oh, well, take
Good.
a picture.
Lock
So
his
many
out.
subreddits are going to go unmoderated tonight. Loveland police make a second arrest. Wait, there's another one too. Oh my god. Arson, criminal mischief,
This is
possessing
Colorado.
explosives, and incendiary. Uh-oh. I think we got ourselves a terrorist. A leftist arrested after drawing a swastika on a Cybertruck
Literally
belonging
just
to a
showed you guys
Jewish
this
man
one.
in New York City. He fled the scene without his car and came back an hour late. What a retard.
Idiot.
Why would you come back?
Stupid, goofy.
Wait, it's backwards. There's layers to this level of retardation, gentlemen. Might be a mirrored video, but then it wouldn't say Elon. The E would be the other way around. So the way you fight Nazis in the year 2025 is by painting swastikas on Jewish people's cars.
Just let that sink in.
I can think of one person who would support that.
So it's clear to see, a lot of these people are deranged and clearly unhinged. But what's taking it a step further is when you put a lot of these people's information into the public domain for everyone to see. That's a real risk and a public safety threat. Check this out.
Reports of a potential doxing site existing that names and shames Tesla car owners. Is that credible? Do we have any more info on that?
Yeah, this is just starting to emerge, these reports that there's a website that's allegedly purporting to post the personal information of Tesla owners, names, addresses with a Molotov cocktail cursor feature over where these people live, so a potential doxing and harassing behavior there. And according to one report, that information can be taken down if the Tesla owner provides proof that he or she has actually sold the vehicle. So more investigations are expected there too, Sean and Emma.
So that's crazy. It's going to the level of putting people's private information on there and suggesting, hinting to other people to go and attack them. That's absolutely crazy, out of this world, and so un-American that I'm not sure that I can find any other words for it. Now, in a situation like this, where Tesla, which is a US-based company, yes, it's owned by Elon Musk, a South African, but he does have US citizenship, and Tesla as a company employs over 80,000 Americans. Is it fair for someone to be not only destroying dealerships, but for people to be praising that the stock goes down and that the company should go bankrupt? A lot of these people who work at these companies, they'll be out of a job. People are crying about the federal government cutting waste, fraud, and abuse, and federal workers losing their job. But on the other hand, you got over 80,000 Tesla employees who are also suffering. And what does Tim Walz, who was up for election as vice president last year, what does he do? Check it out.
Saying on my phone, I don't know, some of you know this on the iPhone, they've got that little stock app. I added Tesla to it to give me a little boost during the day. 225 and dropping. So, and if you own one, we're not blaming you. You can take dental floss and pull the Tesla thing off, you know, and take out, just telling you.
We've seen Governor Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota cheering, literally cheering up on stage for the stock price of Tesla to drop, even though Minnesota owns as much as 1.8 million shares in the company. Now, we got the receipts. Check it out. Records from the Minnesota State Board of Investment show that Minnesota has 1.6 million shares of Tesla in its retirement fund and 211,000 shares of Tesla in its non-retirement fund. Bill Malugin reached out to Tim Walz's office to see if they still hold that stock or if they've sold it. We've not gotten a response back. And here we've got even more news. This just in, Tesla stock is up 4% already. I guess the Tesla boycott isn't working that much anymore. Elon Musk's net worth is up over $5 billion today. Now, for a guy like Tim Walz, who claims he's all about America, all about the American people, all about American jobs and making sure that the middle class is able to have a leg to stand on, isn't this actually going to cause issues for those people in the middle class? You're cheering about Tesla's stock going down and things being vandalized and people being hurt. Who else is that hurting other than the middle class and the law-abiding citizens? So let me know what you guys think about all these things. It's crazy news that we keep hearing across multiple states. Even here in Oregon, there was an instance where shots were fired into a Tesla dealership. At least 7 shots. Crazy stuff, guys. Absolutely crazy stuff. Now, if that wasn't ridiculous enough, here we got another instance where a guy with a big van that's actually got one of those bus bars on the front drives his car into someone's Tesla in a parking lot. Have a look at this. Absolutely crazy stuff. At what point does it become okay to destroy other people's personal property? Now here in New York, we got something that's actually pretty crazy as well. And as you guys could probably imagine, insurance rates are going to rise for a lot of people because of these activities. But check this out.
Welcome to New York, where you cannot have a fuck ass thing for nice. Anything. Nothing. You can't have shit nice in New York. This is the definition of you can't have shit nice in New York. Cause they will fuck your shit up.
Like, what did they even do to this car?
I feel so bad for this
no
Cybertruck. Whoever owns this Cybertruck,
it looks completely messed up.
My mans, they hate you.
And here we got another poster who says Democrat and Republican voters alike should not have to live in fear of their lives or fear their property will be destroyed in America. How long are Democrat leaders going to harbor to the left? Local left-wing groups and the Kansas City area and Lawrence, Kansas are not just placing Tesla at risk, but employees and families at risk. That's not a one-party issue. It's a public safety issue. So all that said, drop it in the comments down below and let me know what you guys think about this entire issue. Personally, I think that damaging, destroying, and vandalizing anyone's property is out of the question. That's completely unacceptable. And when it happens on scale like this, coordinated by large groups with deep pockets, there's only one thing that points to, and that is domestic terrorism. Now, a lot of people can have differing views when it comes to politics, but we should be able to express that in a calm and civilized way. A lot of people out here condemn the January 6th thing, but no one is condemning the Tesla vandalizing thing. In both of those situations, innocent people are being affected. But drop it in the comments down below and let me know where you guys stand on this. Do you think that it's fair that Tesla owners are being victimized and their property is being vandalized, or do you think that it's a just response to some of the stuff that's happening in the political spectrum? Drop it in the comments and let me know. Now, what's even crazier than that is that Democrats have actually taken steps to ban home grows in one of the first states to legalize herb. So check it out, because that video is coming up right now.